What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to Wednesday night's late night agenda here on the Anfield Agenda. I'm your host Craig, and as always, you guys know what goes on at this point. You guys let me know what you want to have a chat about. We can talk Champions League. We can of course talk about the resurgence, or the emergence I probably should say, of Naby Keita in this Liverpool midfield. We can have a look ahead to the Reds game against Chelsea in the Premier League on Sunday, and absolutely anything else you guys want to talk about, because the late night agenda is your show. You let us know and we'll do our best to get through it. Right, who have we got in tonight? Paul Turner, Tom Boland, Sam Phillips, John Hamilton, Mark Hendley, Anthony Cronin, Kev Wright, Adrian Hall, Liz Golden, Phil MUFC, Joshua Hoy, Frankie B. Good evening, ladies and gents. How are you? Stanley Liverpool. I hope you're all keeping well. Keita found his form, said Liz Golden. He absolutely did, Liz. He absolutely did. I'm so fucking happy for the guy as well. Dean Coates, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Liam as well. Angus Court 123, Liverpool legend. Heme, how are we? Premiership and Champions League double, said Adrian Hall. I don't see why not, Paul. It is possible. I mean, whilst we're still in it, fuck it. Let's go balls deep. Let's try our best. Good evening, Craig. Just woken up after the United game. Cannot wait for Sunday. If I'm a United fan and I'm realistic and I'm honest about my team this season, that was a dog shit performance from United. They were better in the second half than the first half, but it absolutely showed where they're lacking as a club. And I'm not saying this being arrogant. I think it's fair to say we've been in this position ourselves. They are not at that top level at the moment, and they'll look to rebuild. But look, Barca, I think, also played within themselves. Good result. Ajax won, Juventus won, leaves that game open as well for the second leg. Jordan said it put me to sleep. Cam Vlog said, what's up, Craig? How are you, Cam? Welcome in. Ethan Collins said, shout out from Cork, mate. Shout out from Wexford. Right back at you. How are you? I'm doing very well, thank you, Mark. And to everyone that's saying hello, thank you. And hello right back to all of you. United had 0, I repeat that, and Kev Wright repeats it. United had 0 shots on target at home in the Champions League quarter-final. That speaks volumes, if you ask me. Nobody's asking me, but I'm going to give you my opinion anyway. Dave, how are you, mate? Man United, a second gear team. I think you mean tier team, but welcome in, Dave. Is anybody going to the game on Friday, by the way? Let us know. Lansdowne Lane, I think, is where we're going to look to meet people. And probably at about, I would say, somewhere at around between 6 and 6:30 at a guess, I would think. If anybody's around, wants to meet up with myself, Connor wants to say hello to Dave, wants to meet Brian, because Brian Morrissey's coming up from Waterford for the game as well. And anybody else that's travelling, whether you're travelling from elsewhere in Ireland, you live in Dublin, wherever you're doing, let us know. Don't forget, if you want to contact myself or Connor by email, you can do so. AnfieldAgenda@outlook.com or AnfieldAgenda@gmail.com. Friday, look, it's all about Sean Cox and his family. It's all about Liverpool fans and Irish fans getting together and shown both financial support and support for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Fund. It's a brilliant thing that the FAI and Liverpool Football Club are doing, and I hope to see as many of you there as we can possibly meet. I mean, yeah, I can't wait. I hope I get to meet some people. Last time we were late and we didn't get to, so this time I'm hoping we get to shake some hands, say hello, and mostly, as I keep saying, say thank you for your continued support. Real Squad Records, did you never walk along? For fuck's sake, Man United, you better perform against City, said Cam Vlogs. Dave's LFC chat said he'll be there on Friday. What else have we got? You're my favourite YouTuber, man. I love you. Thank you, Liam. Mate, honestly, mate, you've no idea what little comments like that mean to just an average Joe soap like myself who's just doing this for the love of the club, buddy. Thank you. Have you ever been to Maidstone? Is that Maidstone in Kent? I haven't been, but I think it's in Kent, if I'm right. Liverpool have way too much for Barcelona. They're slow, small and weak at the back, said Neil Anthony. Looking at that game from a Liverpool perspective, Neil, I did see similar weaknesses to you, mate, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not arrogant and think we'll roll over Barcelona, but we're definitely able to give them a fucking game. Great YouTuber, thank you very much. Alright, Craig, mate, what a comfy win that was last night. Calm as you like, said Liam. Yeah, it was tickety-boo, mate, wasn't it? It would have been nice to get a third. A third, I felt, would have really put this to bed. Maybe allowed Kloppo to keep a couple on the bench perhaps, but at 2-0, unless you get an early goal away from home, it's still in the mix. Stanley said, such a good YouTuber, give some good Liverpool news. Thank you. Or such good Liverpool news. Mark Richards said, I'm fantastic, thanks Craig. He'll be streaming Liverpool versus Chelsea on Sunday. You know I will, pal, always. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that one, starting 30 minutes before kick-off again, Mark, on Sunday. Looking forward to it. The Geordie Stan said, hi, love the channel, keep up the work, mate. Right back at you, pal. Love you too, and thank you for the kind words. Does Klopp play Keita as his in-form? I'm not sure what you mean, Seamus. Does Klopp play Keita as his in-form? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to get at, buddy. I don't know. Maybe we can rephrase the question. On Naby Keita, and look, that is where I want to start tonight. After Naby Keita's positive performance last night against Porto, are we finally starting to see the calibre of footballer we believed that we were signing from Leipzig? I know it's easy for us to get overexcited as fans, as we often do, but my belief in this lad has never wavered. And you guys know that I've watched the stream for a long time. I've always said I believe that this kid will come good because he's too fucking good not to. Now, look, seeing him score 2 goals in 2 games is a real boost. But last night what impressed me, and I think Brian as well, who was here doing the watch-along with me, he was everywhere. Naby Keita was popping up everywhere in that midfield last night. Now, that's not to take away from the performance of Jordan Henderson in midfield as well, who I thought was exceptional for Liverpool last night. It was very good to see him have the reins taken off and be able to push a little bit more forward. But let's just concentrate on Naby Keita, guys, if we can, for the first few minutes of the stream. And I want to know what your thoughts are on this kid, what your thoughts are on his future at the club. Has he finally arrived? Are we seeing the Naby Keita that we all, hoped for? Loved your Mo Salah reaction, said Maidstone. Thank you, mate. It was honest, just genuine. That's how I am. If I was watching the game at home, mate, that's how I'd react in that situation. What else have we got? Craig, will Keita play versus Chelsea or Gini? It's a very, very difficult question to answer, Scotty, because you can make a very good argument for both. Gini was more than likely rested, I think it's fair to say, last night, because he's played a lot of football this season. But in saying that, Naby Keita has put in 2 decent displays back to back, so I would guess we'll probably see Gini Wijnaldum, and maybe we'll see Naby Keita in the away leg in Porto, but that's just a guess, of course. Keita will only get better, said Mark Hendley. The last 2 games would have given Keita so much confidence, said Angus Court. Stanley Liverpool said Keita is just getting better and better. Boya, how are you, pal? Great to see you back in. I hope you're keeping well, mate. And I know there was a little bit of news that you had. Somebody was unwell. I don't want to say too much, mate, but I hope everything is okay. Seamus Smith said, does Klopp start Keita in the midfield as his last 2 games showed what he was about, or does he start on Sunday? You can, as I said a couple of seconds ago, mate, you can make an argument for him starting. You can make an argument for Gini coming back in, but it's a lovely argument or a lovely conversation to have, isn't it? Because we've got 2 quality midfielders there as options. Who do you guys want to see in the midfield on Sunday against Chelsea? I'd go with probably Fabinho, Gini, and fuck it, I'd go with Henderson. I'd go with Henderson and let him have the reins off again and have more attacking intent. That's just me though, but again, this is your show, so love to know your thoughts. Got to love your channel, thank you very much, mate. I got to go love your channel, thank you, mate. So, and take care, look forward to chatting with you soon. Hi, shout out, it's my birthday, Rebecca Stewart. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Never ask a lady what age she is, but happy birthday to you. I hope you've had a wonderful day. What else have we got? Does Lovren start ahead of Matip? Not sure what's better, or rather what's worse, said Cape Town Muslim. I would start... I'd probably start Joe Matip, because I don't think he's put a foot wrong since he's come in for cover for Joe Gomez. But Joe Gomez was in the squad, so Joe's coming back as well, so it probably won't be too long till we see him reintroduced. But I would go for... I would go for Matip, mate. I'd go for Matip. Scum lost made my day, said Shabir. The same midfield 3, said Mark Hendley. Mate, I can understand exactly why we would go with that. I can't really put up much of an argument. As I said, Gini, Keita, it's a 50-50 shout, and I'd be happy either way. Dave Sweeney said, let's relax on Keita. Still think you should have Fabinho, Gini and Hendo. Keita will be one for the future. I can understand your comment, Dave, mate. I think a lot of us are just really happy that the kid finally had a bit of a standout performance and people are maybe seeing what he's capable of. Rafa the Gaffer said, my father bet €10 on Liverpool to win, Spurs to win, Barca to win and Juve to win. He lost the opportunity to win €210. Thanks, Ronaldo. Dad's crying. Yeah, I wanted Ajax to win, mate. I'm sorry your dad didn't win the bet, but I suppose, look, it's only a tenner at the end of the day. I mean, a tenner's a tenner, I know. And I'm not trying to say a tenner's an insignificant amount of money, but that's the joys of betting, I'm afraid, buddy. Seamus Smith said Fabinho, Hendo and Keita as he helps our front three, while Hendo gives leadership and Fabinho is just pure class, breaking up play and spraying balls around. I love Fabinho, Seamus. I absolutely love the guy. I said we put Andy Robertson in at left back instead of Milner. I'd say we probably will, Scotty. I'd say you've nailed that one. Roberto talking about the Juve Ajax game, 1-1, not the end of the world. Absolutely not, Roberto. I mean, a score draw away from home in a Champions League quarter-final is not to be sniffed at, pal. I mean, you'd have to say back in Turin, you'd have to probably make Juventus favourites, mate, to go through there. Man United were playing glory Man United after they lost. Pathetic, said Rafa the Gaffer. Mark Richard Kulkla? Oh, mate, I know I always butcher your surname, Mark, and I'm so sorry. I'll tune in for that one, mate. Keita is blooming brilliant. He just needs time, but money well spent on him. Stanley Liverpool, can I have a shout out? Of course you can, mate. Welcome. When will we see, we don't use the word the in front of this lad, well I don't, Angus. When will we see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain? Somebody said to me earlier on that he got 60 minutes today in a behind closed doors friendly or something. Is that true? Or did am I absolutely misinformed here? Dara said, disagreed with Brian yesterday when he said Milner has no left foot. I would agree with Brian on that, I'm afraid, Dara. I love James Milner, but he does use his right foot far too often on that left hand side for me. But look, he's a professional footballer, and to an extent all professional footballers have to be able to use both feet, but I would edge towards Brian with that one. But look, mate, it's just an opinion, it's nothing too serious. Wijnaldum last few games has been poor, so Keita to start, to press Salah. Boya, he's not back just yet, he's on the road to recovery. Yeah, it's going to be a long road, and I wouldn't expect anything from him this season, really. But it's just great to see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain back training and back being, fit again, because we've missed him for far too long. Mossy Kyo said Craig Milner ? I'm not sure what the question is, buddy. In the midfield, maybe. No, not for me. Not for this one. Not against Chelsea. Might be a good option to have in the Champions League away from home, actually, James Milner. Keita is the next Gerrard, the legend number has it, to Camp Vlogs. Nice results, all Manchester losses, always nice. I never thought of that, actually, James Painter, good show. Happy to have Keita, but we don't need the time to ease Keita into the team. We don't have the time to ease Keita into the team. Is there any easing needed, Dave? I mean, he's played 2 in a row, he's put in 2 good performances. I think he's eased himself in. Maximum effort now for City when they play Spurs twice, and United, let's hope some points are dropped, said David Tobin. What else have we got? Happy fucking birthday, Sadio Mane, said Scotty. Happy birthday indeed, Sadio, you absolute superstar. Keita Muslim said Hendo with more of an attacking role looks good, gives us more options in attack. It was great to see him have the shackles taken off last night, wasn't it, and be able to get forward. And he got his goal the game before as well, breaking from midfield. Henderson passing against Porto was class, said Bolts Empires. Prediction for Sunday. I am going to go 2-1 to Liverpool, Warren. I think Liverpool will win 2-1. Do you think if Keita plays well, he goes next to Fabinho, or do we get a central attacking midfielder? Thoughts is Milner will leave, but Oxlade-Chamberlain is back. I think we need a 10. So not really an 8. If you get where I'm coming from, we need somebody on the front foot. Keita can do that role, but can he do it well enough to unlock a defence when teams are sitting back? Can he play the little balls around the corners? Can he do the delicate little things that a Fekir or Coutinho, somebody of that ilk, a Dybala maybe can do? I don't know, mate. Only time will tell. Would you rather have beaten both United and Barcelona in their performance tonight, or would you have beaten both United and Barcelona in their performance tonight? I would say yes. I would say we would have, the Irish Beard, yeah. I wasn't that impressed with that Barcelona team tonight. I hope we play a high pressing game against Chelsea and blow them away, said Shabir. First Barca win at Old Trafford, historical loss for the Manx. Worst week for City and United. I can fuck them. Fuck all the Manchester clubs, both of them. Fuck Salford as well, we'll add them for the laugh. Craig, thoughts on Douglas Costa when he came on? Roberto, I haven't seen 1 minute of that Juventus game, pal. Actually, I'm lying. I've seen the highlights of the goals. That was it. Other than that, I haven't seen anything. I watched the Manchester United game, as dull as it was. Ryan Brewster is going to be a great player. Indeed, he is, Mark. I've for a long time been building this kid up. You can never. There's no guarantees in football, but Ryan Brewster looks sheer quality. I cannot wait to see him next season. I know we might see him a little bit this season, but I think, next season onwards is when he'll really break through. Seeing Leicester join the race for your guys' target of Thorgan Hazard would be interesting. I don't know how serious the links are for us, boy, but I've seen more than one media outlet link us to him, so I can't say that they're bullshit links because I genuinely don't know, pal. I've seen little bits and pieces of him from Borussia Mönchengladbach, and while they're a little bit hit and miss, he seems fairly consistent. I just don't know, mate. I don't know if he's good enough. Liam Granby said, I thought when Mane scored, that's it now. We've seen the flag. I thought Keita was outstanding, the way he glides past players. Yeah, we were very unlucky with that Keita, or not Keita, with the Sadio Mane one. I mean, we're talking an inch or two offside maybe, but look, that's what VAR is there for. Sonia Ruiz said Pogba was shocking tonight for Manchester United. Good, fuck them, fuck them as well. There was rumours of Richarlison joining Liverpool. I'd seen that one, Bolts Empires. It was, apparently they'd said that Richarlison's agent had met with Jurgen Klopp and that Jurgen Klopp was an admirer of Richarlison. Now, here's where I sort of call bullshit on this. If Jurgen Klopp was such an admirer of Richarlison, then why the fuck didn't he buy him when he had a chance when he was leaving Watford? Why let him go to Everton? I just don't think it's true, if I'm being honest. What else have we got? Liverpool are the best team in Europe at the moment, said the Irish Beard. United have messed up not appointing tried and tested manager, said Harold Steptoe. I absolutely agree with you, Harold. I agree with you 100%. They got, I think, caught up in the romance of Solskjaer. And I'm not basing this on tonight's performance because that's not Solskjaer's fault to an extent. Look at the 11 that United had out in the field there tonight. That's not an 11 that you think are going to beat Barcelona in the Champions League, if I'm being honest. There's a massive rebuilding job to be done at that club, and sometimes I think good results can mask paper over the cracks, and fuck them. I know I've said it a few times on this stream, but I don't want United to do well, so I hope he stays there forever. We need to press high in the first half and get a goal against Chelsea, said the Irish man. 4 losses in 5 for Ole. Good stuff, said the Irish Beard. Scotty said, I thought the Sadio goal was onside. Well, I didn't see the lines from VAR. I don't know if anybody's seen them. I don't know what channels everybody around the world was watching it on, but from my side, I didn't see any of the lines come up, so I just had to take the decision. Skipper Dog, how are you, pal? Evening all, missed the last few nights due to a serious hangover. Went on a mad one on Friday, finished on Sunday. Sounds like a fun weekend, buddy, but you're back now. I hope you're well. Barcelona seem to be playing within themselves, says Dave Sweeney. They're the best team to control the game. Oh, cunt Steamer, you always make me smile, mate, but unfortunately I can never really read out 90% of your fucking comments because they're so loony. What else have we got? United were dire tonight, Craig. Not a shot on target. Paul, it is crap, mate, isn't it? At home in the Champions League quarter-final, not a single damn shot on target. Right, so a little bit of transfer news. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Again, I want to be honest about where I take this news from. This comes from Sky Sports News. Liverpool assistant Pepin Linders has admitted Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves is the type of player he would be interested in joining the Reds. Linders worked with Neves during his 7-year coaching spell with Porto, and the young midfielder has clearly left an impression on him. Speaking about it, he said, I know him very well, his ambition, his passion for the game, his professionalism. I know what he can give to this team, and the type of player always interests us. So, I know we've got a lot of Ruben Neves fans in the chat because people often mention Ruben Neves and say how much they like him. I don't think it's a position we need filling, personally. But what's your thoughts? Any interest in Ruben Neves? Rod, good morning. How are you, pal? My little terrier pup is sitting beside me watching. Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. I do love a little puppy, mate. I have a small little dog myself called Gizmo. David Tobin said, I personally miss David Moyes at United. Do you agree Salah's been a bit greedy recently? I've been asked this a lot, actually, strangely. Sometimes, yes, but in the whole, no. I don't think he has, mate. I think forwards are, or forward-thinking players are inherently greedy. There's been one or two occasions I've thought, yes, you could have slipped somebody through, but in the main, no, I don't think he has been that greedy. Scotty said, I'll be watching tomorrow in Scotland. I'm in Spain last night on holiday. My flight is at 12:30 tomorrow from Alicante. Scotty, I hope you had a nice trip, buddy, and safe journey home tomorrow. Good evening, Steph. How are you? Keita is better than Fred. Fact, he offers more of an attack and gets back to make excellent tackles. You're not going to get an argument from me there. I don't really rate Fred that well, but why would I? I'm not a United fan. Liam Granby said, I'd take Neves all day, mate. Just what we need in our squad. Replacement for Lallana. Is he a replacement for Lallana, though? He's a little bit more defensive. Like, he sits deeper than Lallana. I don't know if it's a fair comparison. But that's just my opinion. I mean, Neves is amazing. His shooting and passing could put Mane or Salah through, said Stanley Liverpool. We don't need him, Craig. We need a 10, which is where my mind is, Mark. I'd agree with you on that one. AJ, how are you? The Champions League is wide open for Liverpool to make another run. Sorry, guys. I have to have a drink. My voice is... I'm going to cough if I don't. There you go. It's like medicine, diet chaff. It makes everything better. We need a world-class central attacking mid and a striker, maybe a centre-back, said the Irish Beard. Paul Dunning said, Craig, I reckon that striker of Wolves, the one they got from Atletico, can't think of his name, great player. It's not Diego Jota, it's the guy that they just signed during the week, Jimenez, that guy. Jamin said, Craig, Salah needs to work on his right foot, he's really predictable. Yes. I kind of agree with you on that one, but at the same time, we've seen Arya and Robin get away with it for years as well, being very one-footed. David Tobin said, would you swap Prime Gerrard for Van Dijk? It's still hard to say, mate. It's ridiculously hard to say. Two different players, two different positions, almost two different eras, so it's very difficult to say. We aren't getting Neves unless we move on both Henderson and Milner. That won't happen. Well, Milner may well move on if Leeds come up. I don't know. It's just a guess. Ruben Neves is a 6, which is my thoughts. Robbie, we have a 6. His name is Fabinho. We're linked to David Neres from Ajax. The game, Juve and Ajax, the one who scored. I thought he was linked to Everton, if I'm being honest, mate. I'm sure I'd seen a link with him to Everton today. The Ibala will leave Juve in the summer, said AJ. Can't read that again, Mr. Steamer. Try Fanta Orange. I'm drinking it right now. I don't mind Fanta, to be fair, Scotty. Sorry, I'm not well. I gotta just run and get a piece of tissue. Apologies, 2 secs. And I'm back. Apologies. I have a bit of a head cold. I need to blow my nose. Sorry. Not Neves, Craig, the other lad. Yes, Neres, the guy we were talking about, I think. I got a bad flu myself, said Sean. Is this the first time he's ever left? No, it's the second, Connor. I had to do a similar thing about 2 months ago, I think. I had to run off and get some tissue as well. Right, what have we got? Are you going to watch the Crawford-Can fight? Let me put it this way, mate. I'm not fucking paying for that fight. There's no way I'm paying for that as a pay-per-view fight. That's all I can really say. Jay said, future midfielder Fabinho, Neves and Fekir. I would say that's pretty unlikely. A good midfield, but I'd just say it's unlikely. Liam said, where are all them Keita haters now? Ha ha ha, the lad's going to be some player. He's only going to get better and better. Thank you to everyone saying bless you. Very kind of you. Drink more diet chav. I think I should. You're right. Why not? Let's treat myself. I don't know where this is coming from. I've been fine all day. I heard you're having trials for it. Yeah, fuck off, mate. Honestly, if anybody showed up for the trials for that, shambles. I don't know, mate. I just don't know. Craig got germs off the other fans in London. There you go, yeah. I got that non-Liverpool virus from those fans. I'm up some box of tissues now. Well, somebody promised to post me a tissue actually. I'm still waiting for it to arrive. How old is Neves? I think he's 22, if memory serves. I think Ruben Neves is 22. Seems like he's been around forever though. What score for Sunday, said Paul Dunning. I'm going for 2-1 to the Reds. Paul, what's your score? Or your prediction? Show up for the trials and break the twat, said Boy. Honestly, what type of an arrogant fool calls a football club after himself? Seriously. Fuck off. That's all I'm saying. Will Klein be an LFC player next season? I doubt it, Daly. I doubt it. If Kloppo allowed him to leave on loan this season, I don't think there's a place for him, to be fair. Neves is a poor man's indeedy. Good man, boy. But Craig, really worried about Hazard on Sunday. He's about the only one that does worry me, mate, if he shows up. But he plays like 8 games a season where he does show up, so let's just wait and see. I mean, they do have that massive Emmerdale Cup game tomorrow against Slavia Prague. You know, the one that nobody gives a fuck about, that competition. You got a cold watching United play shite. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Jay said, fair play to Liverpool backroom team. Probably watched Hendo for England and saw he was excellent further forward. Well, that's his position, to be fair. He isn't a 6, he is an 8, Jay. He's just kind of had to play in the 6, so we've had nobody there until we brought in Fabinho. Genie to man Mark Hazard, said Jay. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow, buddy, at about 9:45. Friday, obviously, no streaming because we're all heading up to Dublin for the game between the LFC Legends and the FAI, Ireland 11 or whatever they want to call it. Basically, the Sean Cox game. That's what it should be called. So I hope a lot of you guys, if anyone is heading up, don't forget to get in touch and let us know so we can say hello. Again, Rod, I mean, this stream's going south very, very quickly here. Just too much masturbation comments going on. What are we banging on about tonight? A bit of everything, mate. A bit of everything. We're talking about Ruben Neves. We're talking about Naby Keita. Has he arrived? We're talking a little bit about the Champions League. We're talking about Jordan Henderson as well, because, I mean, Henderson looked like a different player last night when the shackles were let off. Should Barca ditch tiki-taka obsession to improve? I think tiki-taka is very disrespectful. It's not just keep the ball for the sake of the ball. They try to pull teams out of shape and they try to just go slow attack at times. But, I mean, I don't know, mate. I'm not technically aware enough to know exactly what Barca are trying to do. Again, like a lot of teams in Spain, I think some rebuilding is needed. I don't think the league is as strong in Spain as it was. Will the game be on LFC TV on Friday? It is indeed. It is indeed, mate. It's definitely on LFC TV. Skipper Dog's heading to the game on Friday night. Nice one. Again, Lansdowne Lane. We're going to try and meet up with people on if people want to come and say hello. Connor said, would like to see us move Hendo to an 8 role permanently, and for us to sign Ruben Neves as backup for Fabinho or bring back Marco Grujic. I think Grujic is going to go back out on loan next season to a club that is playing European football. I think. James Painter said, I see Liverpool marking the shit out of Hazard and making somebody else do it, if it can be done. Hendo is our Shafi, said Jay. Bolt said, I'll donate tomorrow if I can. Oh, to the Sean Cox thing, absolutely, if you can do it. The links now are up on the Liverpool site. That Neres player for Ajax looks special, said Boya. GTM, how are you, mate? Welcome in, great to see you again. Scotty, good night, pal, and as I said, safe travels home tomorrow, mate. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Will said, who do we think is going through in the Barca tie? I'm back in Barca. Fucking right, Barca, mate. Obviously, they're 1-0 up and United are dog shit. Who else is a mini Palace fan versus City? We're kind of probably all are a little bit, Cam. Barcelona looked a bit lazy after 20 minutes, and Sonia. It was a really disappointing game, actually, wasn't it? Tommy McCulloch said Barcelona will get smashed at Anfield. Good thing is that will be a second leg at Anfield as well. So we'd go to the new camp for the first leg and then obviously have them back to Anfield. Barca in second gear all game once they got that early goal, said David Bean. John Bale had 500 quid on Barca at evens. Oh, you mentioned that last night. That was the profits, wasn't it, from the win last night? Nice one. That's a handy grand, mate, over 2 nights. Delighted for you. Well in. Breaking news, Craig gave €100,000 loan to Connor for rum. Yeah, Craig doesn't have €100,000 to be loaning to Connor for rum. But if anyone wants to loan me €100,000 for Diet Coke, I mean, feel free. Barcelona looked comfortable. The dirty Manx looked so slow, trying to press them, said Robbie. Gonna be a sad day in football when Ronaldo and Messi return. No players on their level right now. I've never been able to take the Cristiano Ronaldo. Just never. I respect his ability, but for me, Messi is the ultimate footballer there. Hendo's revolutionary. Fabinho releasing from his shackles, and his new creative freedom will be majestic. Hendo as an 8 should be illegal, said Mr. Crosby. Spurs beating City though, what a special result. Hopefully they can hold them off in the next game to win the league. I don't know. Yeah, be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice for somebody to fucking take points off City. Come on, Palace, do us a favour, said Jay. I just don't like it's not in our own destiny anymore. Yeah, I hate having to rely on a favour, but look, let's wait and see what happens. 6 league games to go for City, 5 league games to go for us. Craig, I don't really comment, but I'm a big fan of the channel. Do you think City will drop points and will we win all of our games? Firstly, Harry, thank you for the comment, mate, and thank you for the kind words. I just kind of refuse to believe they won't drop points, Harry, if you get where I'm coming from. They're capable of going and not dropping points, but they're also capable of doing fucking stupid things. And no matter what Mr. Guardiola said, I'm absolutely convinced that his instructions are to win the Champions League for Manchester City, and I think that that is top of their list of priorities. No matter what he says about the league, I fully believe they want the Champions League. Now, if losing the first leg 1-0 to Spurs makes them take their eye off the ball a little bit, I hope it does, but you never know. Can we win all of our games if we get through Sunday? I think yes, mate. I think we can. 1k profit, John. That is tasty, mate. That is really tasty. Well in. Mark Ross, how are you, mate? Craig, hope you're well. Sorry I haven't been watching much lately. Great show tonight. Thank you. Eli or Ellie? Is it Ellie or Eli? I don't know how I'm pronouncing that one. I might have to keep this one a bit shorter tonight, guys, because this man flu or cold is really getting to me here. I'm struggling. Hoping that Spurs get something from the City game. United definitely won't, said the Irish Beard. United not good enough to beat City on current form, said David Bean. Stevie said, Craig will get 97 points. If that gets us the league, then tickety-boo. Imagine it not getting us the league though, Stephen. That would be the sickener, wouldn't it? Bernadette Farrell is in as well. Good evening, Bernadette. How are you? Guys, don't forget, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do hit that button. As you can see, we are absolutely flying along this season. Heading just towards 10,800, which is amazing. Thank you. Score prediction for Sunday. I'm going 2-1 Cam to Liverpool. Have a feeling the tide is turning and the pressure is cranking up on City. I hope so. It was always going to. But look, it's still in their own hands, so let's just have to wait and see, I suppose. I like the Reds as they are, warts and all, said Rod. That's just how it is. Get some chicken soup and rest. I wish I had time to rest, Liz. I've got so much on this week. In and out of London on Monday, Champions League game on Tuesday, another Champions League watch along tonight, and then the late night stream. Tomorrow is a bit of a quieter day, and then Friday up to Dublin for the Legends game. So yeah, busy week for me. I think it was that fucking flight that's after giving me this head cold though. I think City will only drop points against United. Other than that, I don't see them losing again in the Premier League this season, says Elite Gamer 98. If we can win on Sunday, I think Liverpool will win the league. I'm the same, mate. I said if we get through Spurs, Southampton and Chelsea and we get 9 points, I'd make us favourites, even though it's in City's hands. Manchester Derby draw will be a miracle to Liverpool legend. Sonia Ruiz said Brighton could get revenge on City the last game there. After the FA Cup semi for putting them out, Brighton played well in that game. Anything is possible. I keep saying that the Premier League can throw up crazy results at times. Ted Hutton reckons 3-1 win for the Reds on Sunday. Have you got Instagram? We do indeed, both empires. It's just at Anfield Agenda. Really easy, really straightforward. Kev runs the Instagram account for us. I think Leicester game will give us the title, said Eric Worry. Must be jet lag, Craig. Not jet lag. Just in and out of London. But it was... I flew into London. Flight left Dublin at like 7:30. Got in there at about 9ish. And flew back home then at like 5:30. So it was a quick day. You do a watch along for the Manchester Derby? Absolutely, Cam. 100%, mate. I'll be doing a watch along for that. I'll be doing a watch along probably for the City Spurs game as well. League title, getting nervous, yes, 100%. Craig, tell the truth. You got your call from Brian Morrissey. Well, I didn't want to say it, mate, but yeah, it's all Brian's fault. 100% coming here, giving me his call that he didn't have. I still don't understand how some people think United are the only team with a chance against City. Look at Spurs, Leicester and Palace. Exactly. I agree. I think Palace is not going to be easy at the weekend. Let's not forget that Manchester City had been in fucking London for, 3-4 days in a row. Then they lost to Palace, or they lost to Spurs, back to Manchester, and then back again to London to play Palace. It's not going to be easy for them. It depends what Palace show up and how hungry Palace are to get something. Jay Kismet, where is your comment, buddy? In a way, it would have been better if United got hammered and top 4 would have been the only way to the Champions League. They're not getting through, mate. I know they pulled off a miracle in Paris, but PSG are perennial butlers. I just don't think they're getting through here against Barcelona. And I think most United fans probably understand and believe that as well. I've just seen a Chelsea fan comment he'd rather lose and help us win the league. The world's going mad. I fucking let them lose. Don't discount Wolves. Very good team. I'm absolutely not discounting Wolves, mate. Not at all. Last game of the season at home. But you know what? I'd love that to be for us to win the league. Like, I'd love it to be in our own hands on the last day of the season. Come out to Australia, said Tommy. Lovely and warm. Don't rule it out, Tommy. Don't rule it out, mate. If I can't get the move to America for the family that we're looking to do in the next, I don't know, year or two, then Australia could be the next option after that. It's all about sorting out work and visas though, isn't it really? Move to Arizona, Craig. No colds out here, said Dara. Again, mate, somebody wants to give me a job to get me in with a visa, then absolutely tickety-boo. Arizona, here I come. I was going to the game since the 70s at Bernadette Farrell, and we did the double. That was exciting, but I've never known a more exciting time with all sorts of variables that could affect us. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? It's absolutely exciting. Flew in and then flew out. Nice one, Tom. I never even thought of that one. Right, what else have we got? City looked last night like they're starting to get tired and not so sharp, so Cape Town Muslim. Burnley away is never an easy place to play. I agree, it isn't. I just wish the fucking season. In one way, I want it to be over, but in another way, of course, you want to experience every game and you want to soak it all up. But at the same time, I just want to know what the fuck happens at the end of this season. How ironic would it be if Palace beat City and we beat Chelsea after what happened in 2014? It would be a beautiful bit of irony, mate. It really would. Last season was brilliant, but this time we're next level, said Pepper Red. Craig, if it wasn't for personal comments, Louise and I would be out of here. Or commitments, Louise and I would be out of here. Look, mate, it's everybody knows I want to move to America. I've been saying it for fucking since this channel started. My goal is to move my family to Florida or Texas. At the end of the day, though, you need to be both on a financially secure footing. I need to make sure I can get health insurance, and I need to make sure that Lucas's needs will be taken care of. So it's a long road, but I want to get there, man. I want to get to the States. It's my dream. I want to live, and I need to live in a warmer climate because my mental health suffers badly in the winters here in Europe. Excuse me. Craig, spiders and snakes and all scary for the Irish. Fuck America, I'll eat them. Why Hodgson and Brendan Rodgers to help their former team out, not forgetting Rafa, said Paul Turner. Leicester will be tough for City. It will, mate. It absolutely will. It's no formality that they're going to just march through and win this league. Ox played a behind closed doors game in Melwood today. Came through okay, said Gonads. Somebody said that to me earlier on, which is great news. Get yourself to bed, pal. Your voice is starting to change. I know. I'm absolutely dying here, to be honest, at the minute. Yeah, look guys, I'm gonna have to call that a night. Unfortunately, I can't keep this up. My nose is in bits, my voice is gone. I will chat to you all tomorrow. I do apologise for having to end the stream early. I really do. I don't think I've ever done it before. But look, take care of your families. Tell your loved ones that you love them. I'm sincerely sorry. I'll chat to you all tomorrow at 9:45. Up the motherfucking Reds.